All right, so you're probably here because you don't know how to start your bike because you're trying to start your bike and nothing is happening. So I just finished doing some work on my bike, right? And let me put this fuse back in. By the way, anytime you're working on your bike, take off this little fuse right here. It's gonna save your bike in the long run. All right, so I'll put that back in. Now, I put the bike on, right? So I came in, I got my key fob, I turned on the bike, everything turns on, the fuel pump is pumping. Okay, I put my bike in neutral. Make sure that it's in neutral. There we go, it's in neutral. And I press this and nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening? All right, I turn this back off and this system, the security system sometimes goes on and off. So the bike is not recognizing much of anything, okay? So the key fob could be the problem. So I'll take a little screwdriver, pop this little opening, and I'm gonna take out this battery that's in there, and I'm gonna put in a new battery and replace that new battery, and we're gonna see if the motorcycle will recognize a new key fob. All right, so I'm gonna put a new battery in. I got the battery out. When you get your battery, there's a little cap underneath this. Pull this off, okay? And put this in the way you took it out. You wanna have the letters facing up to you, and this will slide in. You put your cap back in, lock it back in place. Let's see if the bike starts up. Okay, so we have this now. Let's see if this is gonna recognize the bike.
Constantly there, and he constantly.
Damn it.
That's my advice to you today. Just sit.
All right, so the key fob in my case was not the problem. Now remember, the key fob is the first thing that you need to check, all right? The battery that this thing uses, it is a CR2032, okay? CR2032. So the next thing that we're gonna check out now, we're gonna go down to the fuse box. And that didn't work, so let's troubleshoot and get down into this fuse box. Let's go. So look, this is where your side panels are, okay? When your bike can't start, don't panic. There are multiple little things why the bike can't start. Also, don't forget to check your gas. So this is the fuse box right here. You're gonna squeeze this, pull this out. And you're gonna look for the battery fuse. Because even though we turn this on, right? Let me see, where's my key fob? All right, I don't have the key fob close by, but we're gonna check the fuses. So I'm gonna pull this out. And remember, always pull this main fuse out first, always. So I'm gonna use my hands and pull this out. And let's see what this fuse looks like, because I'm not panicking because I know that there's gotta be an issue, okay? All right, I found the problem. So the problem is this fuse. You're not gonna be able to see, it's not gonna zoom in close enough. But this fuse is blown. So there's a spare fuse. I'm gonna transfer that fuse up here on the top. Okay, and that is the 5 amp, and this is the battery fuse right here. Okay, battery fuse. Then I'm gonna put the main fuse back in. You get a little spark every now and then. Put that back in, and then we're gonna start the bike up and see what it does. All right, make sure I got the keys in here. Got the key fob, new batteries in. All right. Fingers crossed. Is it gonna start? Let's find out. And that was the problem. We troubleshooted this together. Now, one of the things that I did not show you guys is this. And I'll bring the camera over to you. Whenever you're troubleshooting, we talked about the battery, right? And now I also was checking my cables, because when I installed my wires, I had a moment where, if you look close by, I had this taped up. I had it heat shrink and everything. I removed it to make sure that this didn't come loose again. Hold on a second. Yeah, make sure that didn't come loose again, because that could also be a problem where it's faulty. So also you could have faulty wires that runs to the ignition, to this ignition switch right here. And if that happens, then you know for a fact that the bike won't start if there's a shortage here. So we know that this is not a shorts. All right, so don't forget, check the ignition. First, check the key fob, okay? Make sure that's good. Then check the gas. My bike had gas in it, so that's a plus. Then check your wires. Then check your fuses. So I hope that all of this stuff, I hope that everything that I'm talking about right now helped you out. The idea of wrenching your bike is not to panic when things don't happen. It's just to learn how to troubleshoot your bike. Like I just troubleshoot the bike, and I'm gonna tell you so far it's ripped apart, but you can still see the beauty. Like that airflow cleaner right there, that looks good, man. Hold on, let me give you some light. That looks really good. Look at that, right? And of course the floorboards. So all we do now is get that back put on, get the new tank put on, get the whole front put on. We got the whole entire new inners, the interference with the gloss. And of course we got the tabs on here. Now, we gotta be real, right? I know that I saw a few guys talking about tabs not being performance pipes. They're not. Tabs are torque pipes. Tabs give you high torque. It provides a really good sound, especially when I'm rocking my 22XE Woods Cam. I love the sound of it. I don't need to race nobody, so I'm very comfortable with my tabs. I don't need to change my tabs out. At least at this very moment of my life, I am comfortable, so big respect to my tabs. I love my 5.0s. I also love my 4.5s, but I'm curious to see which one sounds stronger to me. So when I get the bike together, I'm gonna actually put the bike on the lift. That sounds so good. I'm gonna put the bike on the lift and then start the bike up with the 5.0s and then take a ride and then put the 4.5s and then take a ride and then see how it sounds, even though the bike is already tuned with the 5.0. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Listen, much love. Let's keep on getting these miles, let's get that money, and let's get that muscle, all right? Peace, I'm out.